have so many liars. And that's why polygyny is a necessity, because you, out of 100 guys, you only got like 5 real ones. And so a woman can either deal with a guy who's a liar, a weakling, a beta male, a simp, or she could deal with bosses. And that's why you have like 4 or 5 women who are going to cling to one man, because he's real. He's actually worth something.
This message is for the ladies. You ladies gotta understand this. This is a spiritual warfare. What's spiritual is mental. It's always been about you, self. So many women hold on to trauma that you've been through in your life and is cursing you. Understand this. We were all taught wrong. But y'all ladies got to get to this point of realization and realizing that we was taught wrong. I get it. So many women don't believe in polygyny because they've been through men that have done them wrong. Ladies, every man in your life, especially in the beginning, will do you wrong. Understand or overstand what I'm saying? If we were all taught wrong, you think you're gonna be done right? Let that go over your head. So again, if he was taught wrong, he's gonna attract the same frequency, which was you. And if you was taught wrong, you're gonna attract that same frequency. Now y'all ladies think because the man goes with another woman and sleep with her, that's cheating. You need to educate yourself, because cheating is for women. It's not for men. As we have testicles that have semen in it, life, millions of sperm cells. What do you think that's for? To just hold it for a trophy case? Put aside your emotions and stay logical before I lose you. Please come back. Come back to me. We have to get to this understanding, or there will be no growth, because that's where it starts. And so many of y'all are carrying this curse because y'all thought y'all man was wrong. You thought because he did this, you can do it, and you think you're a man. You let your emotions get the best of you instead of staying logical. The Bible is telling you that men in there, which is teaching you about self, so as a man, you can have multiple wives and concubines. But the lessons that come behind it, because there is lessons, there is work you have to put into this. You got to get to that understanding first. It's not for everybody. It's for a righteous man.
Who's your favorite, mommy or daddy?
Daddy!
Excuse me?
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Mommy's not your favorite?
No, it's Daddy.
Why?
I don't like you at all. And you, huh?
Wait.
Shahrazad Ali stated that the reason why black men are perceived the way they're perceived or treated the way they're treated is because black women are the only race of women who literally will sit and talk about black men. You don't hear the Chinese women talking about Chinese men and the shit they do wrong. You don't hear Hispanic women talking about Hispanic men. You don't hear Arab women talking about Arab men. And you definitely really ever see white women talking about white men. All these other races of women will literally do anything they can to protect their race of men, except for black women. And I just don't fucking understand why. Black women grew up hating their black fathers, and that's the fucking reason why they hate black men. I feel bad for you black women who are raising black sons.
Realize the women today are not dating you because they want you. They are dating you because they want the things that you can provide. And if you cannot provide for them, they don't want you. Women are not going on dates because they want the date. They are going on a date because they want to take pictures. They want to record the food. They are doing that because they want to have an image to portray to other women. They're gay. They're gay. A woman who is complaining that you want to take her on a coffee date, she's gay. She wants to be with a woman. I don't care.
I'm a little sassy, but I have the right to be. Look at the material. I just don't like a man that likes to go back and forth. Like a little bit, you're a man, I'm supposed to shut the fuck up a little bit. But it's like, why are we going back and forth? I just want to win the argument.
Oh, you want to let him just want to argue just to argue?
I just want to argue, go back and forth. That's sassy.
So it's sassy because of the fact of the matter is that you're wrong, and I'm trying to show you that you're wrong.
It doesn't matter if
excuse me, I was still talking. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, that shit work. You got the right nigga now. Excuse me, ma'am. It's still not your turn to talk. I am still on the mic. Like I said, nothing wrong. Women, y'all supposed to want to fuck the man that can teach you something, correct? Don't you want to fuck somebody that can show you something? Don't you want to fuck somebody that can lead you? So why the hell when I try to lead your ass in the right direction of this motherfucking topic that we talking about, you get mad because I ain't let you win the goddamn discussion? Y'all motherfuckers is backwards as goddamn crisscross clothes in the 90s. That don't make no motherfucking sense. You want to fuck with a boss ass nigga. As soon as you get the boss ass nigga, you want to treat him like the worker. You were fucking with me because I can lead you. You was fucking with me because I can teach you something. You was fucking with me for all those reasons. And then when you get me, your ass want to win the goddamn argument. No, back to the pockets with that dumb shit.
And if you can't get her ass right, get her out. Again, better is the wickedness of a man than a what again? This is so good.
And a woman who does good.
That means there's not a woman on this earth, not one, that your goodness can ever be better than the wickedness of a man. What you say?
That is the truth. That is the truth. I really do believe it because I think a lot of women, including myself, I'm a woman. I'm not going to deny it. We do things calculated. If we're doing good, it's being calculated. A woman will say, oh my gosh, I'm going to clean the house today and I'm going to cook a good meal because I really want him to take me to the movies tonight.
Oh, and he shall corrupt many by flatteries. Go ahead.
I am going to make sure that I do everything he told me to do, pay all the bills, do everything because I really want him to let me go out tonight with the girlfriends.
Always an ulterior motive.
I am going to make sure that dinner is ready because hopefully he'll take me out to dinner the next time I ask. Everything is, you're driven by what you want. Everything, I don't care what it is. There is an undermining motive to manipulate that man into doing eventually what you want because of your good behavior.
The prophet over the prophet.
Would you rather kiss me or kiss the prettiest girl in the world for $1 million?
$1 million to kiss the prettiest girl in the world?
Yes.
Do I get $1 million if I kiss you?
No, you only get $1 million if you kiss the prettiest girl in the world.
Well, obviously I'd pick the prettiest girl in the world and get $1 million. We'd be rich.
Yes, we would. But did you think to say, I'm the prettiest girl in the world?
But you're not. You're not. And that's okay. You're a solid 6. A high 6. And you're being selfish right now because we'd be $1 million richer.
But I don't even think you're a 6.
No. I don't care what you think I am. I told you $1 million. You got to take one for the
If you
team.
would have just said, babe, you're the prettiest girl in the world, you could have kissed me and gotten $1 million. That's the loophole.
But you're not.
So again, ladies, they telling you polygamy is a sin. Polygamy is where the man and the woman can sleep around. So many of y'all women are cursed. Why? Because y'all think y'all can be a man and y'all can do the same thing.
See it. We all see what's happening. And so I personally believe that women need to atone for their sins against men. And some of y'all just busted a gasket right there when I said that. If we want to heal, if we want to see things get better between men and women are going to have to, number one, they're going to have to humble themselves.
Whatever, I'll do what I want.
And because the Jezebel spirit is running rampant, I don't know if we can do that in 2025. I don't know if humility is such a thing in 2025, but that's what has to happen. So women would have to become humble. They would have to become vulnerable. And that is one of the femininity traits: passive, patient, vulnerable. And women today do not want to be vulnerable. They are not humble. But it is the sins committed against men all men, by the hands of women. That's a big part. Okay? That's a big part of how we got here. And women have to be able to admit their part. I don't see that happening enough. And what's going to happen once I post this video to YouTube is a bunch of women are going to come under this video and say, well, the men aren't humble. The men aren't, here we go. And therein will prove my point as to why I'm saying this. Because once again, it's just so hard. It's so hard for women to just, you know what? I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it on the chin. I'm just going to listen. I'm not going to get defensive. I'm just going to humble myself. I'm going to listen. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to listen to what men say. And here's the thing, ladies. Can we be honest? You know the difference between good dudes, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's me. I know the difference between good dudes commenting and crazy men commenting. And I don't give any weight to the crazy men commenting. I don't give any weight to the dudes that are traumatized, that, you know, they got mommy issues, daddy issues. Like, I don't even see them comments. I really don't. So I'm not talking about those dudes. I'm talking about just a regular average dude. There is not like tripping. Like, he's actually saying something if you just listen. Y'all will not listen. You will not listen. And then you have swallowed this narrative, hook, line, and sinker, that you have been oppressed by men. And that is not true. That is a narrative that you've been sold for 50 or 60 years. And that's just not true. The average man is not out here oppressing y'all. Their lives are 10 times harder than our lives. But it's like, you will not admit these basic truths. If I post oh God help me, if I post something on Instagram, this one y'all really lose y'all mind. If I post anything on Instagram about what men need, about what men want, about here's how to understand men better, y'all lose y'all entire mind. And here come all the name calling, then I gotta block you. Okay? So just know, you come over to my platform calling me a bunch of names. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the 5 seconds that it took to do that, because you'll never get another chance. You will be blocked from my platform. You will be hidden from my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoyed it, because you won't get another chance, not with me. But here come the name calling, and here come the defensiveness, and here come the, what about them, and they be doing, and we've been oppressed for thousands of years, and what about the patriarchy? What? The patriarchy is simply the eldest male. Your father is the head of the household. That's all that is. And y'all have made it, just like feminism, you've made it mean all these things that it doesn't mean. The patriarchy simply means your father, the male head of the household, the oldest male head of the household, it has a leadership role. That's all that means. But y'all have made it mean all this other stuff that it don't mean. And some of y'all are willing to die on this hill. And you know what? That's your prerogative. But here's what is really sad to me. This is the worst part about all of this. The small percentage of women that keep this lie going, that keep this narrative going, and y'all are the main ones that need to atone for your sins towards men. But what's crazy is you're hurting all women. Like you've now all women. You hurt all women with your foolishness. That's just like when I talked to y'all some months back about slut shaming. I told you the origins of slut shaming and why it exists and why it must exist. Slut shaming must continue, because if we let a small percentage, you know the old-timey saying that says a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch? If we let a small percentage of women run amok and drive down the cost of sex, which is what y'all have done, we're all gonna suffer. That is why women have to check other women. Because when y'all go out here and give men a bunch of free sex, and you don't require marriage, and you don't require, oh yeah, I'm just giving it away, hand over fist. Then you get some, you get some, you get some. Now, guess what happened when I go on a date? Well, are you going to give me any free sex? No. What are you talking about, sir? Well, there's women out here that's just giving away free sex hand over fist. And I mean, since you happen to be a woman, I assume you're going to do the same thing. No, I'm not. Now he looking at me sideways because you out here ruining it for everybody else. Make that make sense. But that's why women have to check other women. Women have to hold other women to some kind of standard. Because a small percentage, that's all it take, y'all. That's how we got here. A small percentage of women have sold every woman a lie. And keep selling it and keep selling it and keep talking about it and keep saying, oh, these men are bad, these men are predatory, these men are wrong, these men are... When that is not the case at all. 70 years ago, 70 short years ago, men lived and breathed to take care of y'all. Now they won't touch y'all with a 10-foot pole. It was their honor for you to stay at home, take care of the children you had, keep a home, and they would take care of you. And that was never an issue. 20 some short years ago, that was my story. Back when women had value to a man. Back when women had real value to a man, men had no problem taking care of y'all. But y'all done blew that clean up. And you done ruined it for a percentage of women that would love for that to still be the case. They would love for men to believe in their specialness and their goddess, energy and their magic and all the beautiful, the muse. They would love, oh my gosh, I would love to be a man's muse. Oh, y'all done ruined it. Y'all done ruined it for us. No, men are not obsessed with women. Men are not interested in women. Men are not trying to take care of women anymore. Men have become takers, not givers. But what's wild is you don't think you played a part in that. You do not think you played a part in how all of this is turning out. So the humility, the atonement for the sins, okay? The being less defensive, listening more than you talk. Like I said, I cannot post something as simple as, yes, sex is important to a man. A man needs sex. Well, see, here's the reason why these men can't get sex. And here's what the men are doing or not doing. That's why the wives won't sleep with them. And here's what nobody asked you all of that. Nobody asked you all of that. Right? I mean, Again, women come on the platform and everything I post, they make it about them. They find a way to turn it around into, here's how you can meet my needs. Here's how you can make my life better. And that's why men don't want anything to do with us. Because it has become apparently clear that many of us, not most, but many, are selfish and self-serving. We don't even want to have babies anymore. We don't want to do the one thing that God designed us to do. We don't even want to do that. Like, seriously, when dudes say, like, why? What's the value? What's the benefit? Like, you don't even want to have a baby. Like, the one thing that he can't do, you won't even do that. But somehow, men are supposed to want to be with us and take care of us and treat us special and be chivalrous. And then y'all want masculine protection. And you want all of this. What? Like, huh? So this is going to step on toes. This is going to hurt a lot of feelings. And especially, let me just tell you who is especially not going to like this video, is the woman who, unfortunately, has been hurt or traumatized at the hands of a man. Because if I'm being honest, that's your whole identity. Like, your whole identity is the man that hurt you. That's it. That's your whole identity. The man that hurt you, the man that assaulted you or sexually assaulted you or did you wrong or cheated on you or lied to you. That's your whole identity. And a lot of women, they're mad. They're mad with Anita because that's not my whole identity. The few rare times that a man has hurt me, cheated, lied, or done something, done me wrong, okay, that's a small part of my life. That's a very small part of my makeup, right? There's so much more to me than that. And again, because I don't want to be defined by that. I don't want to be defined by the man who hurt me. I am so much more than that. I've shed that. That's not something I think about, talk about, don't have anything to do with. Because I'm like, I'm good. That don't have nothing to do with me. Not now. Some of you all need to get that memo also. You very much define yourself by the wrongs that a man did to you. And again, a man, maybe 2 men, maybe 3 men. So now all men have to suffer because maybe it was daddy, maybe it was stepdaddy, maybe it was first boyfriend, second boyfriend, maybe it was husband, right? But because these men hurt you, all men have to suffer. All men are bad. All men are wrong. All men are stupid. All men are fill in the blank. But here's the sad part. So here's who this video is really for. This is who the video is really for. Women and the bitter women and the feminist women. It's for the women who want to get married. It's for the women who want to have a family. It's for the women who want a good masculine man, a chivalrous man, a kind man, a loyal man, a man who wants to take care of her, that it's his honor to do that. That's what this video is for. And so you have to understand, ladies, those of you who actually want those things, you believe that will add to the happiness in your life. You have got to stand up. You have got to stand up. When good people do nothing, that is when evil wins. So the fact that there are Jezebel spirit women out here, evil women out here, and when I say evil, I mean, y'all heard about that case where the lady had 3 children and none of them was the husband's and he killed her? That's evil, right? That's all around evil. He shouldn't have did what he did. She certainly shouldn't have did what she did. But evil in female form exists. And y'all do not like that. You do not like that truth. You do not like me saying that with my mouth. That just, something about that makes you want to just, your head blow up. But evil exists in female form. Let's not act like it don't. The Bible is full of evil, treacherous women. And the Bible warns about evil, treacherous women. So even God knows it. But y'all love to act like, well, we little lambs, and we innocent, and we pure, and we no, some of us are not. Some of us are not. And look, nobody wants to admit this more than me. I come from a generation where most women have their head on straight. Most women are good women. Most women want to marry, settle down, be with the love of their life, have sex with him, have his kids, take care of his, most women are good. Y'all newfangled women, I can't even put myself in your category because I don't understand y'all. I watched a video just today of a young white lady talking about, oh, I'm pregnant for the 4th time and I'm divorcing my husband. He got me pregnant. Here we go. I told him that I didn't want to be pregnant and we was getting evicted from our house. We was losing our house and he done had sex with me and got me pregnant. I can't be bothered. I'm sorry. I don't even want to share the same gender as that woman. I don't. Because there is a level of ignorance in certain women today that I feel ashamed. Like, can I be honest? I feel ashamed to call myself a woman some days.
If you're looking for a business loan, an SBA loan is one of your best options. Why is that?
Because I don't want to be in the category with some of these women. Ain't no man got you pregnant. You opened your legs to him without birth control and you got pregnant. It's like the lack of personal responsibility. It just is mind altering. I don't understand it. And it's shameful. It makes me ashamed to say I'm a woman because I see so much ignorance in women today. And this is new to me. This is new to me, y'all. I didn't come up like this. Most of the women I know had daddies, and we are accountable. We know the stuff we do that's dumb. And be like, I should have did that. That was dumb. You know, that was dumb, Anita. You knew better. You knew better, Anita. You knew you shouldn't do that. You know, we tell ourselves that. These women today, they said they're not even responsible for getting pregnant. Like, huh? These women today, I don't even want to be in the same category with y'all.
You say in your book, there is no history of the black man settling down with one woman, right, and never desiring to have another. Before slavery, during slavery, or after slavery, that the black man has never been recorded to have just one woman. Right. Well, I think there's some extra facts we can look at on that. Monogamy has failed for the white man in America. But this is like saying it's okay. It's not me saying it's okay. This is how they're living. I'm giving you the history of what their life is. Black men haven't been waiting on me to tell them it's all right to have more than one woman. Neither have white men. You know, this is just what they do. I'm not talking about fornication and adultery. I'm not talking about one-night stands and running around rampant with other women. That's not the kinds of when I say more than one woman relationship. I mean that before we came to America, our men had more than one wife and family. And we were satisfied with it because we had not met the monogamy idea. We had not met the American white woman who, you know, insists on certain kinds of values in her man. We had not learned envy and jealousy. All right, after coming here, those kinds of ideas were bred into us because of society and the mores that the Americans laid up here. And so then we started to have problems with that. But I think that since it is apparent that most of them, not all of them, it's certainly up to the man, do love more than one woman. I got tons of mail. A lot of black men write and tell me that they have had two women for 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, and they can't even get the women to speak to each other. Sometimes they have two families. What I want to share is what I want to talk to a woman who's sharing perhaps the bed and then the money and the social life with who I would deem as my man. If you want to deal in reality and if you are not insecure and if you don't think that that robs you of something, you would want to know them. If he loves her, you certainly should want to know her. There are a lot of black women out there who say, oh, I don't get mad about that idea. I understand, you know, that equals water. Wait a minute, that's not easy. And that's a frightening thought to most of us. And I don't like that. I'm not for that. I'm in agreement with everybody else. Our men ought to just have one woman. But that is not the reality. I'm trying to get us to deal with some reality for a change. Stop dealing with fantasy. Stop dealing with television. Stop dealing with imagination of how we wish things were. Let's deal with them how they are, what it is. Present tense. If I deal with that happen, doesn't mean I have to like that. Oh, no, that means that you can live in hell. That means you can live in doubt. That means that you can always be checking on your man. That means that you can be insecure and be, tearful. And that means you can be disappointed when you find out the real truth. You don't want to have that in your life. None of us do. But in order not to have that, then we have to deal with some reality and recognize that men are not limited in the way that women are. Men are able to love more than one woman. I'm not talking about, as I said, just a random sexual relationship of fornication and adultery and all of that. I mean that there are many black men who have children by more than one woman. What is to become of those children? They need their father. But if it was cheat on me, well, walk out. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. We have to get into definition. Who told us that was cheating? Where did that idea come from that that's cheating? And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment in relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent that? Since we cannot stop him, we have not been successful. The white woman has not been successful in stopping the white man from having another woman. They call them a mistress. We pick up a lot of that terminology. But a man who has two women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his other woman. Now we got two choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have it, those two. Now I know we don't like that. I don't like that. You know, but that's the reality of our life at some point. Now it's up to the man. But what a man doesn't want to, well, for those that do, they're going to do our rules in her religion. Whose religion? Whose morals? Not our religion, because we're not practicing the religion of black people anymore. That was taken from us. We don't have our morals anymore. That was taken from us. So whose idea are you representing when you stand up for those values? Not ours. Somebody else's. So for them. But it doesn't work for us. It hasn't worked for anybody, really, but nobody wants to deal with the truth. Monogamy was only created because of the economics of it.
Hop in my DM the other day and she was upset because I put a post up saying that marriage don't benefit men. It don't benefit men. First of all, half of y'all don't even know how to be wives, or the bulk of y'all don't even know how to be wives. Y'all don't know how to cater to a man. Y'all don't know anything about being a wife. Y'all selfish as hell. And then a man decides to believe in you and make you a wife. And then, as soon as y'all fall out of love, or as soon as the first issue comes up, y'all want to leave the man, because that's what y'all do, because we're not going to act like women don't initiate more divorces than men. Because men actually take relationships and things seriously. Do you know how many men who are miserable in marriages right now, but they still having the same conversation for the millionth time with their woman because they want to make it work? They take marriage seriously. It be y'all women who don't take nothing, relationships, marriage, nothing seriously. Y'all be ready to bounce and hop on the next dick as soon as an issue arrives. It's just crazy wild. But we're not going to act like marriage benefit men, because y'all be angry and bitter, and as soon as a divorce is on the table, now y'all want to take the man. Y'all want to take shit that y'all didn't even work for. Y'all want to take the man for everything he got. Y'all want to take the kids from him so he can sit there and be miserable. It's just, marriage is not for men.
I predict that it's going to be polygyny, and polygamy is actually going to be as normalized as OnlyFans in the next 15 years.
I agree. Two ways, though.
And the reason why I say all these men can't be simps is because there's too many women complaining about where's the good men. If we're all projecting out, then in 2030, a huge percentage of women are going to be childless and single. Mm-hmm. And a lot of men, is a male loneliness epidemic. Then a lot of people actually aren't getting married or staying married. So my view is that actually all these women are not going to stay single for the rest of their lives. They're actually going to start sharing. What you think?
I agree, but they'll share until they get married. Like I think
No. I think I'm talking about openly.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta, Georgia, 2 years ago, a friend of ours, she had a little house get together for a birthday, and a girlfriend of hers that was living and staying in Atlanta had flown up. And she was telling us that the dating market was so lopsided because so many of the men down there were gay or bi, that the ratio of men was anywhere between 5 to 1 to 7 to 1 in terms of women to straight men. So she was saying there were men who were going out on dates with 3 women.
That's awesome.
Right now in Atlanta, there's men going out on dates with multiple women. Normal. So they're not going to wait for marriage. They're going to go. Many of them are going to go. If you get to 35 to 40 in this culture, where everything's on social media and everybody wants to show that they got the ring and everybody wants to show a certain lifestyle, you're either going to settle for a guy you really didn't want, you're going to stay single, or you may potentially be girlfriend number 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah. So I agree with you, but they do that in their 20s. Like Dan Bilzerian, they all follow all his ex-girlfriends, and they're all married now. But they were sharing Dan Bilzerian in their 20s. Oh yeah, they're on the jets.
I can't.
Yeah, and so women are, but this idea that women will be happy with the alpha guy, like I do alpha beta. I hate the terms. I just can't think of a better term.
When you were younger, and you picked the wrong guys that you now know in hindsight weren't good for you, there were good guys there the whole time. They were legit nice dudes. there's a segment of black men.
That's a good point.
Who actually do like and love black women. A lot of men are seeing there's a huge pool of men that don't qualify for you. You're not interested in them. You're not checking for them. You want the guy that's fun, that's charismatic, that the other women also want. You all don't know what it's like to not be accepted from 18 to 28.
No. How you gonna say
What
that?
I mean by that is all of you will get attention from men. And unless you all have never been in relationships before, you don't know what it's like when it comes to never being desired. What you learn and find out later on, after your teens and potentially your 20s, and how long it takes before you fall off, is that your options start to decline. There are men that never had options
to begin with.
This entirely different frame of
And y'all still don't see the curse? Monogamy teaches you to be selfish. It's a weapon. Think about that. It triggers y'all women. It teaches you selfishness. Really think about that. You gonna spoil your kid and think he's gonna grow up and not be spoiled? He's gonna have that same mentality. So again, if it's teaching you to be selfish, you're gonna grow up thinking that your entire life. And this is why so many of y'all can't keep a man. You're in a relationship that you're triggered because you're not at no understanding to overstand anything about life, relationship, or a man, or what a woman's supposed to be for a man. Think about that. So you already carrying the devil in you. But so many of y'all just want to blame the man. But that man can't get access to you unless you allow it. And this is why so many women can't take accountability, because y'all already fucked up. And you feel ashamed. That's the devil in you keeping that low frequency on you. You got to dig deep from within you and take accountability and learn how to grow so you can grow out of that possession. So you can get on a higher frequency. Then you can start attracting the man you're supposed to have in your life. A righteous man that's at this understanding, knows self, that knows he's not just bound to you. But y'all don't want to hear that. It's okay. Y'all just don't realize y'all going against your father. Not the father that's not in your life because of mama. Your father, where you came from. Gotta get to this understanding, y'all. And so many of y'all cursed. Again, it's not about men just sleeping around. Y'all gotta grow out of this little nutshell that you're in, where that fear and that ego and that bitterness is in, and break that. You have to, or you're gonna always be possessed. You're gonna always stay on that same frequency. And you're gonna keep attracting the same kind of man, because a man that's righteous, he's gonna see past you, because he's gonna see all the bullshit that you have in you. And I'm telling you, he's not trying to look for that. And y'all gonna pass him up every time, because y'all on that same low frequency. And y'all still ain't at this understanding that y'all keep letting that righteous man pass you up. That's supposed to be in your life. Teaching you, keeping a foot on your neck, so the devil that's within you don't come out. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Gotta keep it tamed, or it's gonna come out like the Hawk. And once it's out and you can't control self because you're weak-minded, you become stronger. Woo, that possession is real. Don't let what I'm saying go over your head. We're here to be learning. Men's supposed to be procreating. We supposed to be. Women supposed to be working together. Y'all can't even do that. Really think about it. They brought y'all in this world, and what they gave us was more team-based things. They gave y'all more individual things to do. Like play with Barbie. You do that by yourself. They've been teaching you selfishness. And then you want to go get a boyfriend at an early age because you're not at this understanding. Generational curses continuing. And then he's not going to be the one in your life because it's too damn early in your life. And then you're going to keep that cycle going. You don't see the curse? So now by the time you reach that husband you think you ready for, not realizing that frequency that you on, this is what you attracted. Okay? Karma can come back any kind of way. You gotta get to this understanding. You have to, y'all. Because you gotta realize, once you think you ready and you get married, you were already training yourself for divorce. Think about what I'm saying. If you couldn't keep anything as you're growing up and you never learned the lesson, because a lot of y'all just run from your problems, you don't face it to overcome it, it's gonna come back to you. And it comes back because you lack understanding. So you're gonna have that man that's in your life that he probably lacks the same thing, or he is logical and intelligent enough to tell you these things, but you're still not at that understanding to receive it. So therefore you're gonna look at him as the enemy. And the whole time it's been within you. You are your biggest enemy. Gotta get to this understanding, y'all. You are more powerful than you know. You are more powerful than you think. And so many of y'all just curse yourself. Because I had a bad experience through my lifetime. Who hasn't? You want a cookie? You want someone to hold your hand? It's about learning. It's so, like I said, so many of y'all try to learn, but y'all learn the wrong way. You don't see how the devil is just holding on to you like a puppet? Yeah, keep going this way. Dummy. Think about that. Then that stronghold gets real. It gets stronger. Because he's going to invite other people in your life to keep you at that low frequency. By then, it's too late. No one can teach you nothing. And y'all still expecting to be with a good man. Y'all don't even know what a good man is if it smacked you in the face. So many of y'all carry attitude with you because you never knew how to control self. You are already a walking possession. Think about what I'm saying. You are weak-minded, meaning you can't stay in your Christ conscious. Why? Because you let your emotions get to you. And once that happens, that's where the devil goes. Bam! Now you're possessed. Now you're a narcissist. You're not trying to hear nothing because it's already in you. And you're not strong enough to get it out. You're still weak-minded. You are still falling in the abyss of the black hole. Can you see what I'm saying? Gotta get to this understanding. My lady yesterday let that demon come out. And I caught it real quick. And I was pissed. I wanted to snap her neck. But I didn't. Why? Because I know how to control self. I know what I was facing. And it was trying to get to me through her. She didn't even know it. But today, she can think about it, reflect, and she can see where she fucked up. And like I keep telling her, and I tell everybody else, it starts with self. So I'm going to let you know that demon is there. You falling in that black hole. You gotta get a hold of yourself and get strong-minded back into your Christ conscious. And don't let this devil control you, or something is going to happen. And that's exactly what he wants. So if you let that happen, yeah, you are the devil. You are the devil. You want to be in what man's life when you are the devil? I'm just playing with y'all. Don't take me serious. Don't hate me. Okay, I love y'all. It's about learning. If you ain't learning, what you here for? What is your purpose? Think about what I said. I love y'all. Have a blessed, highly favored, and loved day. Peace.